We need to do some fan recognition and address some fan questions. Are you down to do that?
Yeah. Do we? People asked a question about
Well,
this?
my buddy,
That happened?
my buddy Christian Depew gave us a proper plug and did a little Instagram and Facebook video comparing the quarter pounder with cheese to the Whopper, and I need to address his feedback. And he preferred the Burger King Whopper.
Shit, I did not see that.
Yeah, he prefers the Burger King Whopper, and then somebody else said Wendy's, and I didn't know Wendy's was an option, so I believe Wendy's is obviously the best because it's like if I'm gonna.
What's the Wendy's equivalent though?
Dave's Double. Dave's Double, dude. Because
yeah, but you can't compare like a Whopper to. What are you comparing a Whopper to like a quarter pounder? It's got to be like Whopper, Big Mac, Dave's Double. Those are their greatest
you
hits,
think,
right?
I don't. That's a good question. You think the Big Mac is the greatest hit? I feel like the Big Mac is the Pearl Jam.
Burger King, yeah.
The Big Mac is the Pearl Jam to the quarter pounder with cheese is
to the Nirvana.
Yeah. So,
no, it's the quarter pound with cheese. You're talking about the Big Mac.
You think they sell more
That's
Big?
McDonald's thing.
You think they sell more Big Macs, huh?
That's their thing. Wasn't that like I don't know. I haven't bought one recently, but isn't that the whole game? That's the Big Mac, dude. That's what they're known for. Quarter pound with cheese is just like.
You think it's just
maybe I'm wrong. I thought that was their great. I thought that was their Nirvana.
It might be. It might be. I think Big Mac. You're right. Big Mac and Whopper are like the classic, flagship sandwiches.
It's your McDonald's Big Mac. You've got to taste it to believe it. You know what I mean?
Either way, we can agree that the Dave's Double is like Soundgarden, right?
Yeah.
Like they're not even in the top two.
I would say it's the Audio Slave, dude. I would say it's that much better.
Oh,
man.
wow. That low?
Yeah.
That low.
That's our brand, is comparing fast food to bands from the 90s.
Rest in peace, Chris Cornell.
Rest in peace, Kurt Cobain.
I'm sorry we compared your life's work to a sandwich. But
a pretty damn good sandwich, dude.
It was good. I would say America would put it to a vote that Audio Slave is just as good in the zeitgeist as a Dave's Double.
Gee, this is pretty good.
I think so. I think. Oh man, Dave's Doubles are good, but they're like so bad for you because I honestly the only reason I like the Dave's Double is because I get it plain, and the bun literally gets soaked from the cow tallow. It gets like drenched, and it's
the juices.
I've also realized this. I'm eating very healthy, and I'm noticing this. I don't want to eat like shit unless I can really gorge. Like I don't get the thrill of eating like bad food, eating junk food, unless I can eat enough to make me sick.
That's kind of that, save it up and bust your nut all at once type thing.
I'm a nut buster. Yeah, exactly.
In a blaze of gore, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't ever want to get to that point where it's not even like an indulgence anymore. It's just like, it's like a speed bump in your day, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like everyone's gotten to that point in their life at one point or another where you're just like, oh God, this isn't even like a treat anymore.
No,
like when you're
that's
a kid,
it. You're right, you're right.
Listen, I know that like my physical appearance doesn't say this, but I didn't eat McDonald's all the time as a kid. I made those poor choices on my own. So when we would go to McDonald's, it was like a treat. And then at a certain point, whether it's like you are like working all the time, you're in college or whatever, and you're just eating like God knows what, like Papa John's here, Chick-fil-A there.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, this isn't even, it stops having like, it's not even fun.
No.
That's the cliche thing to say, right? It just stops being fun when you're eating,
it's all about
three
like
Papa's breadsticks in your car.
Mm-hmm.
You're waiting to go into your job at Starbucks or something.
That's it.
You're like, this isn't.
That's it.
This doesn't make me happy. This isn't when I was 8.
The thing is though, I've thought about this. I actually kind of feel the opposite because now there's a Popeyes down the street. I'm being a good boy. I'm not going wild on all this fast food, but I see the Popeyes and I'm like, oh, I need to go treat myself with that hot new chicken sandwich. But whenever I go buy it, I'm like, nah, I'm not into it. Doesn't get me hard, dude. Like, there's just nothing.
Well, it's you got to be impulsive. Like, if that one day you are going to go buy it and you're going to be like, I'm going to get that right fucking now.
You're right.
And I'm going to delay the rest of my day. The rest of the shit I was going to go for a run. I was going to work on my, I was going to work on my novel. No, you ate the chicken sandwich and now your day's over. So you're going to go home and watch wrestling and jerk off and fall asleep or something.
What? Dude, what is that about the streak? Once you break the streak, once you break the habit, isn't it like, say you go home, you indulge. Maybe you bought 2 Popeyes chicken sandwiches. You take them home, you slam them, and for something in your brain says, hey, fuck it all. Fuck all aspects of your life.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Because you get to that point, you're like, well, I don't. You eat two. If you're at a point where you're eating 2 Popeyes chicken sandwiches back to back, you've mentally gotten to the place of you're just like, oh, well, guess what? You know what? I can handle the consequences.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like you're like, I accept it. It's not even that. You're like, I accept these consequences.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Or it's more, for me more so, it's like trying to get even with the day. That's most of the time.
What do you mean?
For me.
Explain,
like,
go into
like
that.
a real shit. Because
what do you mean even the day?
I find that like if I'm eating horrendous shit,
Yeah.
like a Taco Bell or something like that, it usually means the rest of the day went so poorly that the clock was ticking and I needed to win. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not gonna take a loss and go home and bake the chicken breast that I know I'm supposed to eat. I'm gonna go to Taco Bell. I'm gonna think that this is a win. I'm gonna think that like I'm making things even. How work sucked
Like
or
you
whatever.
deserve it. This is gonna make it better.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You get it. You're like, oh, that's good. This is gonna help. But it rarely helps. If anything, it actually takes you to the brink a little bit further. Sometimes is when you're like waiting after you had a shit day and you're in the Taco Bell drive-through line and you get the bag and you grab the bag and you're just holding it and it's not right. And you're like, what am I going to do? Am I going to count this in front of the guy? So you open the bag and then he gets pissed and then you're like, well, you gave me 3 hard tacos. I don't like the hard tacos, and you make a stink about it, and he gets pissed, and you're like, I need this, dude. This is all I got right now.
You got to explain to him. It's like, hey, man, it's one of those days where this is my win, and if these tacos are hard, it's a big fat L on a shitty day. So,
yeah, you're like, dude, I can't afford to eat hard tacos if I'm gonna watch Cops and fall asleep.
Yeah,
I can't. I need to have at least one part of this be enjoyable.
Yeah,
and it's got to be the soft taco part.
See, I'm trying to
think.
Now
that you're saying this about comparing like fast food, the Baconator is really what Wendy's is, I think, secretly fucking with. And the Baconator is like corn. You know what I mean? Like the band Corn.
Oh, I thought
it's like overtly aggressive, and people don't want to act like they fuck with it, but secretly everyone does fuck with it. They order the Baconator.
Actually, you know what? I like what you're saying. All right, and I respect it more than anything.
You like how I'm rationalizing eating shit food? Because that's all. It's like death at a certain point. There's like bargaining and rationalizing with it, and like you're just trying to make sense of the whole thing.
Right.
You know.
Right. And I think for me, I will not do the Baconator, and I will not do the Dave's Triple. Okay, and here's why. When I'm
never the triple.
The Dave.
Bro.
Okay. You can also get a Dave's Triple with bacon, and that's the ultimate indulgence. At that point, you don't...
That's the truck driver who's on his way to, like, beating somebody up. Hopefully not his wife.
He's not going to have the energy after a Dave's Triple with bacon, dude. He ain't doing nothing. Even if he's pissed off, that'll sedate him, dude. He'll go into the back of the truck and take a nap and think about his rage problem, man. It could be a good thing.
God, how much domestic violence has Wendy's averted, you know? Like, how many times have they intervened and been like, okay, this guy was gonna go on a rampage. Then he had a Dave's Triple with bacon, and he took a 4-hour nap.
I was gonna ask you this. I was gonna ask you, there's like a darker side to this, but like, I brought this up this weekend when I was talking to my friends. Like, how many times have like a fast food menu item? Because a lot of times in life, it can be pretty sad. So a lot of times your only motivation and your only reward system is at the end of the day, eating a good meal that you like, right? So, and sometimes it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I always wondered how many Dave's Doubles or Cheesy Gordita Crunches saved someone's life. Because if they didn't, like,
that's what I'm saying.
If Taco Bell,
that's what I'm saying, dude. How many times did it intervene? How many times was someone so close and they're like, you know what? fuck it. I'm gonna get a cheesy gordita crunch and a Baja Blast because I don't care.
Yeah.
Everything else has gone to shit, but in my car I can just drink this Baja Blast large.
Right.
It'd be good.
And then, you know, in the morning you can kind of regroup, reset, and be like, "Ooh,
Yeah,
glad
you
I
have
had that."
explosive diarrhea when you wake up.
Yeah.
It flushes out your toxins, which, you know, your brain starts thinking a bit clearer. You get some of that, you know, garbage out.
I'm serious
Smoke
though.
a couple cigarettes, drink some
yeah,
coffee, and you get back on the road, you know? And then you don't kill your wife.
Exactly.
I don't know. I've never been... To me, you know, human violence in fast food has intersected in my life, you know?